Welcome. Good morning to you all. So today I thought one, they are 5 days to go to start the Premier League, and I thought that I must do my prediction for the top six, right? So I'm going to do my prediction for the top six today, right, in this video. And then I just want to start talking about last night's match, right? Our Chelsea's final preseason game. So there are few things that I just wanted to talk about, and you can put your comments down there. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about is to do with Gettins, right? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that there is not much difference between him, Madueke, and Tyrese George. He can run with the ball, he can dribble, but the end product is a problem, right? So I don't know if there is much of a difference. If there is no much of a difference, right, then it means that we could have wasted our 55 million. That's my thinking. Why am I saying that? Is that we could have kept Manueke in the team, or we could have sold Manueke and then we could have said, okay, Tyrese George would then play, and then because the challenge that we now have now is that we are still going for Ganacho. We are going to have Tyrese George. We are going to have Gettins, right? Here and there, we still have Neto, right? Of course, Neto is right-sided, but last year Neto was also playing on the left. We all know that Estavo can also play both wings. So I'm saying, was it really worth it for us to go and buy Gittins? If no, then it's a challenge. If yes, then he has to prove himself. Otherwise, yeah, it's something that we will regret during the course of the season. Let me have your comments on how you saw Gittins play yesterday, right? Then the other thing that I wanted also to talk about is this, right? Um, so yesterday Chalaba went out injured, right? But the good thing is that the coach came and then he said, no, he's not injured. I think it was too hot and so forth and so forth, right? So if he is not injured, it's good for Chelsea. If he is injured, then we've got a serious problem. Um, so that is the reason why you would want to go back into the market, right? To say, what do we do, right? Because the challenge that we are now having now is that the coach seems to be, he doesn't want Disasi, he doesn't want Vega back, right? I'm not sure, is it because of their attitude or is because he feels that they are not good enough in the defense, right? So we'll pack that. Secondly, Fofana might come back next week, right, against Crystal Palace. But the problem is that we don't know how fit he is, right? Because since we bought him, he has been in and out of the team quite often. So we don't know what he's going to give us. And also, even if he comes back, for the first 5, 6, 7 games, I don't think he's going to play 90 minutes at all. So it's a problem with Fofana. Really, it's a big problem. Now, Achimpong is good and stable there, but he's still young. 18, 19 years, he's still young, and you would want that to happen to him and just to throw him. I think for me, it would be like a setup for failure for him to play, let's say, consecutive 5 days. This is the Premiership, and you would want him to go and play with the crocodiles as young as he is, right? We spoke about this with a staff and we said that as much as he's that good, right, we need to protect him. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to be excellent. He's going to disappear in a game, right? But we need to protect him because those things are going to happen. So is also Josh Achimpong, right? He's a defender, right? But this is the problem. You, as a defender, you need to put always your right foot. Or I mean, your foot should be always right, right? To say this silly mistake that you make, small mistake that you make, is going to be a goal in the Premiership. And you wouldn't want that. And especially for a young defender, because you could kill him, you could destroy him, right? So I think that we need to go back in the market. I think we need another defender. I think it's very important for us to make sure that we've got a defender that comes and challenge to start. Otherwise, we're going to have we are going to have problems with this team. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. But also, that's one thing. Did you see the goal that AC Milan scored yesterday? Right? You know, when you are in high school or in primary or wherever you are, goalkeepers are taught that, right? You cover your near post. Never allow a goal on your near post. And if you look at some of the goals that Sanchez is conceding, they're always on your near post. Can you check the other one that Estavo scored against Chelsea in Club World Cup? Near post. The one that was scored yesterday, near post. So I don't know whether he forgets that small rule or I don't know. I mean, let me have your comments. I don't know. Maybe it's something that we need to discuss some other day, but yeah, it's something that I'm just worried about, right? Now let's go back. Let's go now to my predictions for the season, right? So Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, right? These teams were they are or they were in the top four for last season, right? Or this season, I don't know how you take it up. And they've gone to the market and they've bought, right? They've bought players and not just players, very good players, right? It's only Newcastle and Villa that they haven't bought that were also challenging last season. But of course, the market is still open. They can still buy. But looking at how things has gone, I don't think Newcastle and Villa will be the same, will be active in the market the same way the other top four teams has done. So you look at Villa. Villa has got a very big challenge in terms of their financial statuses. So they might still sell for them to be able to buy. Newcastle, they have the money, but it seems as if the players they don't want to go to Newcastle. So I think everybody knows what has been happening for the last 2 weeks. Most of the players, your Eketikes, Jokeres, Brian Bumos, who else? They've refused to go to Newcastle, and more recently, Sesko decided to go to United rather than Newcastle. So that's how things are for Newcastle at the moment. So I still believe that Liverpool win the league, considering that they haven't sold a lot of players, but they've brought in new players. So the type of play and everything and the attacking and whatever is still going to be the same. So I think Liverpool is going to still win the league this season. Number two is going to be Chelsea. Uh, Based on how Chelsea played in the Club World Cup, in the run up um, to the final days of the league, And what I also saw in the two games that have just finished, right? I think they've got the weapon to challenge for the league. So, but I think that they are still not yet good enough to challenge Liverpool. So I think they are going to be number two. Or what they want is consistency, right? Number three is going to be Arsenal. So Arsenal has bought a very good striker, Gyökeres, and a very good attacking midfielder. But history always tells us that Arsenal always chokes when it matters most, right? They can challenge and challenge and challenge. Then 10 games to go, it's just start losing the pace, right? So I think that Arsenal is will finish third this season, and and the coach is going to be fired. Mark my words. The coach is going. He may finish the league, or he is going to be fired during the course of the league. Number four is going to be Manchester City. Manchester City has brought in very good players, but they've also lost good players. I still think that they're not going to challenge for the league. They will be in the top four, but they are not going to be as consistent as we know them, right? So let's see what happens with Manchester City and Guardiola, but I don't think that he's going to challenge for the league. Then number five, I think it's Newcastle. I, I think it's going to be Newcastle number five. Then number six, I think is going to be United. Manchester United is coming to number six, and Tottenham number seven. That's my predictions, ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep this video and see what happens at the end of the season. But I also want to hear your comments. I want to see what you think about it, about this year's Premiership. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put your comments and your likes. Have a good day further, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you later in the afternoon. Bye bye.